much of the Midwest and Northeast. What a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be fielded inside the 5.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On the check. You got bombers. You got bombers.
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, exit. Hey, Alpha. Hey, orbit.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And a quick throw here. That's complete. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And this defense for the Jags, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
2nd and 5. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I was waiting for them to get their first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Raheem Mostert with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll run with Etienne. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7, Jaguars nothing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Catch made, it's Moreau. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Ready.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Jaguars at 4-7 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Lawrence to throw. Got his target. That's Kohler. And some room to work. Touchdown. That's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and through, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Back to throw now on first down. Looking for right, and he finds him. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. 76 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Throw left side complete. That's right. Touchdown, Falcons. Brock Wright, a 15-yard touchdown grab, as his guys have now moved out in front. Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Running the counter with Mostert.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Desmond Ridder, as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fields the squib kick right around the 30.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
2nd and 1. Wright's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they wouldn't move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And this one is right through.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Ready, set.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They go play action with Lawrence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down able to slip across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, box up, box up.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Lawrence will throw.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Now right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Play action. It's Lawrence.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. They're still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Trayvon Walker, and it'll record his 5th sack of the season. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. They'll run the draw with Mostert.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A throw to the flat here for McKissick. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 2.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
He's got room at the 30.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
A run here for J.D.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position.
Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the...
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
We go. 5.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
The extra point up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football. Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Andre Sisco. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On play action, Lawrence. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Lawrence. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have 1 timeout. You look at the clock, and let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over. Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts. You do. I'm not as smart as you. And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery. There he goes, right side. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big 4th quarter comeback
Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted.